Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. And welcome to the Guns, Beer, and Therapy Saturday Night Party. Ready? Look at that face! One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, do we got a good show tonight. We got, dang near a full panel. I mean, they're back there in the green room. We're going to have to, call in somebody to, bring in some more derbs back there and stuff. I mean, it's just crazy back there. They're just having a blast. Anyway, we are going to bring them on the panel. But first, I just want to thank everybody that's here tonight. I mean, we got a rock and rolling side chat already. I mean, just primed and ready for a Saturday night. We got a panel back there just rearing to go. We got some awesome topics. So anyway, I appreciate you all being here tonight. And I'm going to bring on this panel one at a time. Okay, guys? And so let's say a big howdy to AR Guns 1776. Elliot, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good, man. What's up, everybody in the side chat? How you doing, Hillbilly? Good to be here, man. Right. Appreciate it.
Thanks for showing up, buddy. Well, The next person we got, I mean, I don't know if it's legal to have him on here or nothing. I mean, because he's always in trouble. I mean, this guy is just I don't know. I wouldn't call him a gangster. He's a good guy, but I mean, he's just always in trouble. And he even had to change his name and go by the alias of Otis. So let's welcome Otis onto the stream here. How you doing, Walter?
I don't know. I don't know what to say, but here I am coming to you live from the big house again.
Are they feeding you good in there, buddy?
No. And I haven't gotten any cakes or pies or nothing from the outside, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to start trading cigarettes off or something.
I sent some files, but evidently you're not getting them.
Yeah, the guards took them. But anyway, hey, I'm happy to be here. I appreciate the invitation. It's going to be a fun night, folks. So we've got some good stuff planned for you tonight. So I'm happy to be here and take part in it all. So good to see you too, Hillbilly.
Well, glad to have you on, Walter. Good job. I appreciate you showing up, buddy. And so up next, we got the one, the only, Gene, reloading from the hot pot. What you doing, buddy?
Oh, look at her. I'm just trying to help you get rid of the world of hard seltzers.
Right,
doing my part.
Hey, everybody's got to chip in and do their part, one way or the other, bud. I see you got a new background there.
Yeah. Everybody like that? I thought I'd put something new together.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was time. Trying to get back to being normal after being off for so many years. What the hell am I saying? I've been off all my life. Oh. Hey, thanks for having me on. Appreciate the link.
And, hey, man, glad you can make it.
Thanks for having me. Let's get some good chat on.
You betcha. I'm ready to go. So up next, we have the one, the only, Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, doing great. So glad you can make it on tonight, man.
You betcha.
We got a great show lined up. So I'm glad you can be a part of it. I really appreciate it, buddy. And now this next guy that's fixing to come on, I mean, he's that close to just rocking YouTube. I mean, he is just almost to 1,000 subscribers. This guy is just awesome, and we're going to try to push him up there tonight. I mean, he is. I don't know what would be a good name for Jamie, like what he does here for this community. I mean, he just kind of like holds it all together. You need anything, you go to this guy right here. Jamie, how you doing, buddy?
I'm better than I deserve. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for that great introduction.
You betcha.
How about concierge?
Concierge.
Consigliere. There you go.
I like it. And I do believe you're the one that gave Walter his name. So I mean,
Yeah, and I can't use that because you can't give yourself nicknames. I mean, come on, people, let's get real, right?
Well, all right. Well, thanks
might
for
work.
jumping on, Jamie. We appreciate you
Hey,
tonight.
thanks for having me. Let's have fun tonight, guys.
You betcha. And so this next guest we got here coming on, man, he's like traveled the seas. And I don't know if you know, it probably took him a while to get his sea legs. Hopefully he's got his land legs back again here and, you know, and doing good, you know. But anyway, we had the one and only Mac Man. What you doing,
Hi
buddy?
guys, what all doing? A nickname for Jamie could be Papa Bear.
Papa Bear, I like
Papa
it.
Bear. Yeah, thanks for having me
All
on, guys. Really looking forward to it. I've missed a couple of weeks and I'm having withdrawal symptoms, so it'd be good to get back tonight.
Man, we missed you. And man, so glad to have you back. Here in a minute, we'll ask you about your little vacation, let you share some of that with us. So glad to have you back, Mac, man. Anyway, the next guest coming on, he's probably the only person that might be on YouTube that's live that calls himself the actual Triclops. So we're gonna welcome up Bubba. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, fellers? What's up, side chat? Oh, hold on. Before I even do anything else, Tim asked, "Would you stop winning everything and hurry up and get with me?" All right, and tell me what color knife you want. My God, man, you have won literally everything past you. You know what? Hey, Hillbilly, whenever we do a giveaway, I'll do another one right after that. Draw again. I'm gonna put one in for that. Just because Tim won again, I'm doing another one.
Okay, we're gonna do another one tonight here on this show from Bubba. All right, so we just exclude Tim on that one, I think.
Yeah, the second one.
Everybody's favorite parts on the panel. Yeah, we just exclude Tim from Bubba's giveaway. I mean, you know, the guy just wins everything. I think he has like a eBay channel, and he just resells all the stuff that he wins. You know, and making killing.
He sees like signs our name on there, you know. Mine's gonna be like the bees are gonna be backwards or some reason, you know. They're gonna look like bees. They look like Buddha.
Well, up next, I'm excited to have this guy on here too. Talking about nicknames, I think I'm going to call this guy the Bobcat Whisperer. How you doing, Mark?
Doing good.
Hey, Mark.
Doing good.
All right, man. Seen your video turkey hunting and a bobcat come up to eat lunch with you there, man. Quite the exciting video.
That was phenomenal. Once in a lifetime experience. I couldn't believe I got it on video.
That's an amazing video.
Here, Tim S says he can rub some luck on you, Bubba.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah.
I would
I
expect
you
nothing
know, I'm
less from
starting to
Tim.
feel a little. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, no, I'm feeling weird.
So before we jump in to tonight's topics, there's a few things that like I want to address with this panel here. I mean, it's an awesome panel, and in case you missed it, I'll just start back with you, Mark. Mark just released a video, and just a few days ago, about the reason I call him the Bobcat Whisperer. You want to tell a little bit about that, Mark, real quick?
I was hunting in a nice piece of state game lands near me, and turkey hunting. Sitting still, been there about 2 hours, full camouflage, and caught something out of my peripheral. A beautiful little bobcat, probably a juvenile. I don't know if it was male or female, but it come in stalking on a chipmunk. I got to watch it stalk it, catch it, play with it for a while. I didn't get that much on video, but it, of course, had it for lunch and then walked up within about 10 yards of me and just got some stunning video and pictures. That was a thrill. That was better than getting a turkey.
Yeah, I bet. And when that thing was sitting there looking around, there's a few times, like in your video, you could hear like a little twig snap or something. And that thing he'd hear it and it'd look around, he or she, whichever one it was. And so you did an awesome job of staying quiet, staying hidden. I mean, that was great.
There was a point that it either saw the reflection in the back of my phone or it caught my eyes, and it just looked straight at me and said, "Nah, something wrong here. I'm out." And it disappeared. It was great.
Oh, that is so awesome. I really wish back in the late 80s we had, cell phones with cameras and all that stuff, because I had kind of a little similar experience. I was deer hunting in the Ozark Mountains here in the Mark Twain National Forest, which is just, acres and acres of government land that they let you hunt on. And I'd chosen this big old sycamore. It fell down, and I was looking about halfway down a hill, and down below was a cedar glade, and then it turned to open forest, timber and stuff. And a few little rock bluffs here and there. And so I was sitting there hunting. I was like kind of on this tree laying down. I was off to the side of it where I thought they'd be coming. The deer, there was a deer trail over there, or an animal trail, And down below, I seen going back and forth, kind of winding its way up the hill. I thought it was a bobcat, because I could just barely sit down there to the brush and everything. As it kept coming up the hill, it kept getting bigger and bigger. And then I realized it was a mountain lion, full-grown mountain lion with a tail the size of a pop can dragging the ground. And, I mean, I was getting a little nervous. Of course, I couldn't videotape then unless I wanted to pack around a big VHS, video camera that weighed 10, 15 pounds, So I didn't get to have any video in it, but I literally, as it wandered up the hill, it kept coming over closer to me and closer. It never did see me. And of course, the wind was blowing away from me. I had a good spot there. And I had it like in my sights. I didn't want to shoot it because that's the only one I ever seen live like that. But, of course, I was going to have to protect myself if it got too close. And they got close enough that it got scary. I mean, I'm talking like 20 foot, 30 foot away. And so I whistled and it stopped, just froze in its tracks, and it just rolled its eyes around. And it finally seen, the upper part of my head and stuff and my gun. And it just slowly started backing down the hill and turned around and left. But, man, I would have loved so much if we had cameras or GoPros back then, because it was just a beautiful wild animal. And all the time I spent in the woods, bow hunting, gun hunting, and all that, that's the first time I'd ever really got to see one, fairly up close like that. So, man, I applaud you for getting that on video, because, I mean, that was awesome. I mean, it really was. I enjoyed the video, and I thank you for sharing it, buddy.
Yeah, that was a lot of luck, but it was good. I was happy about it.
All right. Well, we're gonna jump over to Mac Man real quick. He's been on vacation. I was wondering, Mac Man, do you want to tell us anything at all about your vacation or anything?
Oh yeah, so we went on an Alaskan cruise out to Seattle, and we visited Ketchikan, Juneau, and Sagway. And one of the things that I really wanted to do was whale watch, because I've seen most when I go hunting, and we've been to Yellowstone and Yosemite, and I take my glasses and my spotting scope, and I find the wolves and the bears, but there's one thing I've never seen in the wild is whales, and I wanted to really see that. So when we got to, I think it was Juneau, we booked a boat in the afternoon to go out for a few hours. And when we were going out, the guy said, "We're going to guarantee you're going to see a whale, but how much of it, whatever, we don't know. We've seen one this morning. He was out there, and we're going to get you to see one." So as we pulled up to the place where they saw him, there was a mother and a baby. And then the baby started to play, and it was launching itself out of the water totally. And the guy said, "I've never seen this before around here. They don't normally do it. They normally just roll or tail slap or fin slap. But they were jumping clean out of the water." And then another mother and baby joined. So there was two mothers, two babies, and they were playing for hours. And I've got it on video. I got some video of this whale jumping clean out of the water. But I got like 50 videos of this whole experience. We could go through and edit it all so you could see them jump in and roll in. And at one point, one of the mothers rolled probably 15 feet from the boat. Just came up, rolled, wow, the tail and went away. It was just an awesome experience. The whole station was worth it just for that 2-hour trip on that boat. It was amazing.
Oh my goodness.
It was amazing. I'm going to put the videos together and the pictures of it, and I'll probably get it up by next weekend, but it was such an awesome sight. And then we actually, because I took my binoculars with me and we were looking out, when the baby was swimming and rolling through the water, there was about 6 or 7 sea lions chasing it through the water behind it. And it was just incredible. The scenery up there, the wildlife was just absolutely unbelievable. It was just, you just can't explain it. It's just another world up there.
Oh man, that sounds so awesome. Looking forward to those videos, Mac, man. I appreciate you, videotaping that and being able to share it with the rest of us that might not ever even get to, that opportunity to go on a trip like that. And so, what a great community we have here. I mean, we got bobcats, we got whales, we got everything. This is just awesome. So before we get started on the topic and kind of say hi to the YouTube side here in the side chat, I just want everybody to know that Jamie, JH586, I'll try to get your numbers right there this time, Jamie. I messed them up a time or two. And anyway, he is getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. And if anybody deserves 1,000 subscribers, this guy does. He does so much for this community. He makes some awesome videos. I mean, you get over there and check out his channel. He has guns that he's totally refinished and everything, and it's just amazing, the work that he's done on some of these guns and the knowledge he has when it comes to, well, let's just say it, mainly lever actions and revolvers. And so anyway, if I think we have a moderator or two in here somewhere, so if anyone would please post Jamie's channel. And just like I seen the comment earlier, said, "Oh, Jamie, I was thinking, you and Georgia Shoe Connection is all the same channel." So, look, Jamie, I'll give you the floor for a few minutes to explain that.
What am I explaining?
That, like, somebody commented earlier that they thought you and George's shooting connection is all like one channel. You know, so like
Infobuzz.
they subscribe to one, they would subscribe to the other. You know, and so you want to kind of explain that a little bit.
Yeah, my main channel, I started making videos in 2017, and I go back and look at some of them. They're kind of rough, man. But I named the channel after my Smith & Wesson revolver and the 586. So that's why it shocks me so bad when you called it 587. I was like, that, yeah, I thought everybody knew that. But about a year into doing videos and stuff, we had, we were watching Scotsman and stuff like that. And I thought, and I talked to a couple of other Georgia guys, Nathan and Kyle, and later on Chico came in. What we wanted to do was start a live stream that focused more on the reloading side of things, but our goal was to unify the community. And we've all got these labels, like FUDs. I'm a FUD. I mean, I love modern guns and I love old guns, but the older ones hold a special place in my heart because of the history. I'm a history buff too, and I know Mark Thomas is as well. And the history of a firearm means a lot to me. I've got a couple of milsurps, and um, we're custodians of a piece of history when it comes to stuff like that. But I wanted to try to use our live stream to unify the guys that are, reloading, doing load development, stuff like that. The guys that don't reload, what some people would refer to as the tactical guys, and then the guys who are also so far down the rabbit hole are casting their own bullets. And as somebody put it, we geek out on bullet molds. So yeah, we kind of do. But that was the thing, was to try to unify the community, and that's still what we're trying to do. And I think we're taking it to a different level now. I think when we and Walter will testify to this, when we're talking through the week about topics, we want something for every Friday night. We want a topic for the reloader, and we want a topic for the people who don't reload. And that's hard to do sometimes and fit it all in, because we'll have 3 or 4 topics and not get them all in. But I'm also active in a ministry called Christian Motorcyclist Association, and I'm in state leadership in that organization. So I have to travel some. I'll be away on some Friday nights. So when I would be gone and I couldn't host it on my channel after Nathan stopped hosting it on his, we needed a permanent home for the Georgia Shooting Connection. So we thought it would be best if we just started the Georgia Shooting Connection channel. And originally we thought we would get some folks that wanted us to do some product reviews and stuff like that. That never, and we were approached, but after we got the deal in front of us, one thing we'll always do is put our viewers first. And on the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday Night live streams, you'll see that sometimes it gets going so fast that 3 guys couldn't keep up with all the stuff that's going on the side chat. But we try to focus our conversation toward what the side chat is saying, what it's doing, any questions that are over there. But that's how the Georgia Shooting Connection channel came to be.
Yeah, and it is awesome. I enjoy it every Friday night. Looking forward to that show, same as so many other lives, in our community. And actually, Georgia's Shooting Connection it's it needs more subscribers there. I mean, guys, so let's focus on, getting Jamie to 1,000 and Georgia Shooting Connection getting it up there, because those counts are way too low for what they do for this community. I mean, honestly. And I think, a lot of people's like, kind of like the comment brought up earlier, like, oh, I thought it was all in one thing, and something. So, we want to make sure that you get subscribed to both of them. And anyway, thanks a lot, Jamie, for sharing that with us. And we will be getting you personally to 1,000 subscribers thanks to the Weasel. He put out a great video the other day, getting the community together to push your channel to 1,000, and there's no doubt in my mind that it'll be there really quick. So, and we're gonna have a big, awesome video. I already told the Scotsman, I'm like, hey, I want to give some stuff away too, So, I mean, I'm sure other people's gonna jump in besides him, and so it's going to be a great party with lots of great giveaways. There's no doubt in my mind. So, looking forward to it very much.
Let me say one more thing. I'm very humbled.
Jamie.
I'm very humbled by all of this, and I'm not a person to really seek out the spotlight or whatever you want to say about it. So when I see all you guys saying so many nice things about me, I'm like, who in the wide world of sports are they talking about?
I was wondering the same thing, because I've been to a restaurant with you, and man, this guy is, I mean, the server has to be like, now. That's too many pickles. That's not enough pickles. I want some mustard. No, change that. I want mayonnaise on it. Take it back. I mean, that's all he ever did. And I don't get the humble stuff.
That sweet pea better not get the half a glass or no tip.
Yeah, and heaven forbid I get cold fries, man.
And how dare you not serve me sweet tea?
Yeah.
But this has been very humbling for me, and I appreciate all the kind words you guys are saying.
It's because we love you,
Scotsman told
man.
me he's going to give me $20 to do that video. So
he only gave you 20.
Yeah.
Shit, I got a Cash App, man.
Gene Scotsman told me he had to send Hillbilly 2 cases of White Claw.
Oh, we know the truth now.
Oh, my sure, yeah, no doubt. So, I want to shout out to the side channel here. So, everybody, if you don't mind, just type in HBN and see. Jamie did it last week. Elliot, would you like to shout everybody out on the side chat there, buddy, as they type in HBN?
Yeah, I'll do it. Let's go. HBN.
You bet.
Gizzard Gary with us. Viejo's with us. If I can see. Tim S is with us. Tactical Fudd. Garage Guy. 879. I'm about blind, so overlook me, guys. Tonight. Big P is with us. Info Bros. Alaska One Andy's with us. Good to see you guys. Actually, everything's blurry. I do wear glasses. Chris from the 740's with us. Michael Hurtnick. Bearded Lunchbox is with us. Good to see you guys. Rich B. Reloading from the hot pot up here. Come on, guys. Type. I don't see it moving no more. Jamie over here.
Alrighty. Well,
anyway, thanks guys for being here, man. Hillbilly appreciates it. We all do.
Make sure you guys get in the hashtag HBN20, and you'll get entered in the drawing for tonight. So make sure y'all get that in. And tell you what, guys, y'all ready for the first topic of the night?
Yep.
All right.
Am I ever
Let's
ready?
go.
Because the topics are either something that's going to get me in trouble or something silly that I have to say. So I'm just like, I never fully ready.
No
Yeah,
Glock
well,
topics.
No
we
block.
try to
No block
we try to save the silly ones for later when all the okay, let's go with this. We have not done this one yet. So actually Mark, you on here? We'll start down with you, buddy.
No.
That is a heck of a name over there.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Mark might be having audio troubles again.
He may have stepped away for a second. So let's just go ahead and go with you, Bubba. So, pistol for everyday carry. For auto revolver, and what's the reason behind it?
Okay, so I think I've covered this one.
Semi-automatic, I guess I should say for you too.
I've said this before, but I'm not Jerry McCulloch, whatever his name is, and I cannot reload as fast as he can in a revolver. So I will carry a semi-auto, just because it's easier to reload, and I can reload in about 1.5 seconds if it comes down to it, or whatever, under stress and duress. So yeah, I carry a semi-auto. That's not to say that revolvers are not good carries, because they can be. I myself am just not good enough at reloading the revolver to carry one.
All righty. Awesome. Okay.
I don't think I
Mac
got in trouble
Man,
for that one.
We'll jump on over to you, Mac Man.
I used to carry when I first arrived here. I used to carry a little revolver. Excuse me. But I like to carry outside the waistband. So I switched over to I think I carry a Springfield Hellcat now, and it's very slim, so I can wear it in my holster, and I can wear my shirt over it, and I can still walk into dealerships and shops. You can see it if you look, but it doesn't give too much of a shadow. The revolver tended to be a bit more bulky on my side. So I went for a smaller, thinner gun. But when I go hunting, I'll carry my semi-automatic on my belt, but I'll carry a big revolver as well. I'll carry a 41 mag, 44 mag, something pretty with some knockdown power, because we have got bears over here and mountain lions and things. So I'll carry something with a bit of oomph when I go hunting and out in the woods and stuff. But day-to-day carry is just a little semi-automatic.
All right. All righty. So I think I might know the answer to this, Gene, but what's your preferred carry?
Well,
semi-automatic revolver.
Well, in the infamous words of Sebastian Bach, when it comes to revolvers, I like the big guns. So, because the revolvers I have are very big revolvers, very heavy. I do carry a semi-automatic. I carry a subcompact P365 XL. Nice appendix rig. Have everything on it I need. And like Bubba says, I can reload that thing a lot faster than Jerry Michelet can. I'm not him. Never going to be him. I do enjoy a good wheel gun. I very much do enjoy a good wheel gun. I own a couple, and I've got the opportunity to shoot some very, very beautiful ones in my lifetime. But yeah, semi-automatic for my everyday carry.
All right, defense. Dad says he says I underbelly carry.
Amen. Amen.
All right, Dean. Well, thank you for that, buddy. Mark, remind me, we'll get right back down to you after Walter, okay, buddy? Okay, Walter. So you're next. What do you
Well,
prefer?
beings in California, in our political climate here, what a man wants to carry and what a man can carry is two entirely different things. And so I don't, unless I'm out hunting, which I haven't done any hunting in a long time. So I'm like a number of the other folks here. I do like my big revolvers. I got a small collection of the Smith end frames and a couple other nice big fat Rugers and some Blackhawks and all that kind of stuff. They're too big to carry, and your ammo is a little bit limited. And I can do pretty well on a double action revolver with a speed loader as far as the reload time goes. But I wouldn't be carrying any of those. I would be carrying a commander size 1911 and probably 38 Super instead of 45, because we can cram a couple extra cartridges in that 38 Super than you can with the 45 auto. But that would most likely be my preference. Nice 10 round 38 Super. That's a good pistol to have, especially in that 1911 format, commander size. I like that.
All righty. And real quick, I want to yell out to Futbucker, a friend of mine that is out in the side chat, hadn't been on in a while. He is on the panel once. Great guy. New York firefighter. And we keep losing Elliot. I don't know if he's got bad internet or what's going on. But anyway, we'll jump back down to you, Mark. And I'll see if I can get Elliot back on here again.
Well, all right. I'm going to go ahead and disappoint Boomstick. I don't daily carry a 32 ACP. I do occasionally carry 32 ACP. I also occasionally carry a 327 Magnum. Just kind of depends on the day, what I'm wearing, what the weather is. But most recently, I've been carrying my Rock Island M206 38 Special, loaded up with 38 plus P, in a holster that I made that's real comfortable for me. I love revolvers, I love a wheel gun, but I'm not anywhere near adverse to an auto. And the auto that I've been carrying the most in the last year was a little Taurus GX4 9mm, and loaded up with the 11 round magazine plus one, and then they have the 12 round magazine, and I always have one in the pipe. It's always ready to go, and those are kind of the regular ones in the rotation. It just depends what the weather is, what I can wear, what I can where I'm going.
All right. Yeah, I think that's, all good answers. Everybody's going to be different, for different reasons. And so, Elliot, connection problems, buddy, or what? But
no, I clicked out accidentally.
oh, okay. Well, I had you off, and I put you back on. He's off, and so I didn't know what was going on, buddy. So
I didn't know you.
As far as carry, do you prefer a revolver or a semi-automatic? And also, side chat, you guys have been putting out some really good answers too there. So this is always pointed, to you guys too, and like always I say before, I will, try to highlight your stuff here because I can't just call out everybody as we're talking and everything. So I appreciate everybody that's on the side chat. And actually, we have somebody, Hillbilly, somebody new on the side chat. So welcome, buddy. I appreciate you jumping on. And go ahead, Elliot.
I used to carry a Model 1038, probably a 1940 something model, somewhere around there. When I was younger, I carried a Security 6 stainless steel 357, quite a bit, even on my motorcycle when I was younger. Past few years, currently I carry a M&P 2.0 flat dark earth 5-inch barrel, 9mm. I have carried a 1911 Springfield stainless steel range officer in 9mm there for a few years. And then for 8 years, I carried a Taurus PT 101 stainless steel 40 caliber that I'd bought semi-auto. I miss that gun still. My brother's got it right now. And
Nice.
but I love revolvers still, though. I still will carry one if I had one.
Yeah.
I hope to get one soon because I do miss them.
So I have a feeling here when I was changing screens, I missed some people. Who did I miss? Anybody? Okay, Jamie. And that's what I thought. I thought I missed you two. Because when Elliot was up top and left it, moved the screen around, I'm like, hang on here. I think I missed you guys. So, all right. Let's go Jamie, and then we'll jump over to you, Gary.
It's easy to get turned around when you're doing show.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm like Gene in respect that my revolvers are generally too big to carry concealed. So I do have a little Taurus 605 357 Magnum, but I rarely carry it. Most of the time I'm carrying my Smith & Wesson Shield and 40 Smith & Wesson, or my Springfield XD in 40 Smith & Wesson. But I'm going to try to work in that BRG. Gene, what do you think? You think that would be okay to carry outside the waistband some?
I think that would be a great choice. That firearm shot flat. The trigger was predictable. It's got good sights. It's got good capacity. You know, and if you have to get into something, I would rather lose something that I could replace easily.
So
You
you
know.
want to elaborate on that model?
The BRG Elite 9 Buffalo Cartridge Company is importing it from Turkey. I did a review of it on my channel, and Chris from the 740 and Hot Pot helped do the review on it. We all did some range stuff on there. So
Yeah, I'll tell you, for the money, that firearm is definitely worth it.
yeah, it's a good shooter.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Awesome.
So if
Yeah.
you actually use your carry firearm and you've actually fired it, do you lose it? Do the police take it for good?
Not for good.
It
Theoretically.
I think from what I've understood, it's a rare occasion you will get it back. Rare. Even if it is a good shoot.
Really?
And one of the reasons is if someone happens to admire it, it can never leave the station. So carry something disposable that they've probably already got, and you probably get it back. But if you're carrying like some Kimber, $3,000 gold plated 1911, you're probably never going to see that ever again in your lifetime.
I'd heard about it and I wasn't sure if they keep them or if they give them back or anything. So
I had a friend years ago was on his own property in Norcross, Georgia, shooting, and Norcross police come up and got his gun, took it away from him. I kept talking to him. I said, "Go up there and demand your gun back, man. Talk to him. Tell him you didn't do it on your own property." And he never did. They kept his gun. So.
They liked it.
Yeah.
I lost an 83 Trans Am like that. It got impounded. A buddy of mine was driving it, got pulled over, didn't have a license or suspended or something. They impounded it, and I never seen it again. They would not release it to me.
Yeah. It happened to me on my 67 Camaro race car a few years. It's been quite a few years back. Centerline wheels, high dollar tires on it. They literally jacked the car up, left it on block, stole my wheels and tires, and I was told that the police, because I filled out a report, all that. I mean, just tires and wheels. And I heard that the police in Arkansas had, you know, busted a deal that, you know, that they were there. My buddies are like, yeah, they're there. And I never could get those back, just tires and wheels. I tried really hard, never could. But yeah, I can see where you know, even the pistol might have a problem too. But anyway, we'll jump over to you, Gary.
Well, it depends on the day. Now, primarily, I carry my SIG P365, but occasionally I will carry a Ruger LCR snub nose revolver 38 special. I'll pocket carry that sometimes on a light day, or if I'm wearing particularly lightweight stuff like gym shorts or something like that, I have been known to carry a NAA mini revolver in 22 Magnum, but that's a rare occasion. But sometimes I just need something really tiny to slip in my pocket. But most of the time, yeah, it's a semi. It's the 365.
All right. I'm kind of like you guys. I mean, I try to carry what's comfortable and reliable. If it was up to me, I mean, I'd carry my long barrel Smith and Wesson 357 revolver all day, every day. I mean, I feel like I just need 6 shots of that. That's all I'll need, and you know, and I have a speed loader. But it's not practical for everyday carry all the time. Maybe once I get with Mark and get a shoulder holster, then you know, it might be a little different. But anyway, yeah. There's such pros and cons to either one, you know. As far as my wife goes, I just let her choose, you know. She shot, and she has not a whole lot of knowledge on firearms other than safety and, you know, just shooting them. You know, that's pretty much all she knows. She couldn't tell you the caliber, the brand, you know, probably or much of any of that, you know, information. But the one she felt comfortable with was just a 38 special Taurus. You know, that's what she wanted to have in her purse, you know, every day. So, I mean, and of course, you know, got the deal for the, you know, the reloader and everything, you know, in there, you know, and so I think both of them are just totally, you know, what you feel comfortable with and the like what fits your clothing for that day. I mean, do you guys agree? It's like I've heard a lot of you guys say, well, if I'm doing this or wearing this, you know, then this is what I might carry. And I think that's the biggest part of it. You know, I don't really know if there's a, you know, a right or wrong or whatever situation. I think it's what's preferred. But then also, you know, I think it depends on what clothing you're wearing that day and what you're doing that day, maybe. So
Absolutely.
You know,
Sure does.
I'll have to go back on that because I kind of do carry. I've got 2 different during work days because I'm in the shop bumping around stuff all day. I carry a little Ruger Max 380, but outside of work, I carry my 365 and appendix. You know,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm like the rest of everybody else. It just depends on the situation, but I've only got 2 that I daily carry because
yeah.
I shoot them often. I'm proficient with them. So I like to stay with that on that note.
All right.
You know, carry with what you're proficient with. If you mix it up too much, I think you'll throw yourself off in a situation.
We'd be trying to
Good.
pull a slide back on a revolver and trying to
Yeah.
cock
yeah,
a
Well,
Mhm.
that's extreme, but yeah. It's like the mag release is in a different
Yeah.
place. The point of aim is different with it. It's a different size. So I think that comes into play. Be proficient with what you're going to carry. If you're going to rotate them, shoot them all on a consistent pace. Dry fire them, unholster them, draw them. Just be proficient with what you're doing.
Yeah, I totally agree. And before we move on to the next topic, real quick, does anybody have anything else to add to that?
I want to do something right quick.
Yeah, you did, buddy.
Steve's woodworking and homesteading. Me and him's become pretty quick friends, and
Yeah, right there.
yeah, he used to be Stalker Steve, but I think his theme song is now Waylon Jennings' song. I think this outlaw business done got out of hand. Yeah. And he changed the name of his channel. Steve, I know you're doing 350 Legend now. I got some of these bullets right here. I'm gonna send you 100 of these. These are pulled bullets from Federal Fusion. They're 160 grain, I think. Yeah, these would be great hunting bullets. So I told you I had something for you. That's what I'm talking about. I'll send you some of those.
All right.
As far as the carry topic though is concerned, and what you're wearing, I do try to change what I'm carrying depending on what I'm wearing. If I'm wearing like let's say I'm just too lazy to put on actual pants.
I've been there.
Pants without a belt. You know what I'm talking about? Sweatpants, grandpa pants, whatever you want to call them. Long underwear, whatever.
We don't
much
want to know
info,
what
man.
you
Too
carry.
much information.
Into a store. Walmart's seen
We don't
worse.
know what you carry when you're naked, Bubba.
Walmart's seen worse though. All right, Walmart's always seen worse. But if I'm wearing pants that don't have like a belt loop system or anything like that, or I can't wear a belt with them, I will typically carry my little Taurus G2C, just because one, it weighs a lot less. Two, the inside the waistband holster for that one, I can actually draw from sweatpants with no problems. Like it actually, it's pretty tight on the hook, so I can actually draw with it. And so that's the only real stipulation I would have with it or whatever.
What do you carry when you wear your Speedo to the beach?
I carry I can't say it. I can't say it. No, I'm gonna get trouble. Jamie, don't get me in trouble, all right?
He conceals a lifeguard, Jamie.
We just pull our real pistol out, right?
I pull out a little bitty Derringer.
Don't dwell on that, boys. Just let it go. Let it go.
Let's move on. I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble.
That's an image that we can't take back, Jamie.
They're like, don't listen, guys. Don't visualize that. You'll burn your corneas out and have nightmares for the rest of your life. All right, don't visualize that. Right? I'm doing that statement for you guys and for me. I don't even want to see myself in one.
I'm sorry, that was too easy. I couldn't resist.
It was a slow ball.
It was
Jamie
good,
just
though.
had to hit it out.
Let's be honest. Everybody just wanted to know what my reaction was going to be to that.
And I mean, when you're talking about like light clothing, that's why I just love my Keltec PMR 30. That thing is it's lighter than a dirty pair of underwear, man. I mean, that thing is just so easy to carry.
No, I do not, Boom. Don't you even dare. Don't you even dare say I carry a high point. Besides, the high point would be too flattering to carry in a Speedo.
High point. Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
No, you're
Like,
carrying that
I know
new
what you're doing there, buddy.
JHP10,
Like,
aren't
no,
you?
it's a high point.
You're carrying the JHP10, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got the big guns.
I've got a carbine in there, yeah.
Okay, guys. Let's jump on the next topic. Then we're going to be doing some giveaways. Let's get through this. Here
Please, before I get
and,
like put in jail for sexual harassment or something.
Now that we have no more viewers, we'll move to the next topic.
Yeah, and then we run everybody out of here screaming about Bubba, the image of Bubba wearing a speedo to the beach. And so, Walter, we'll just go ahead and start with you, buddy, up top there. And so, revolver, semi-automatic, rifle, shotgun, whatever. What's your what do you think about new versus used on a firearm?
You know what?
Any
That
matter,
really,
it don't matter.
yeah, that's a great question, and I think most of the concerns and considerations would go across that whole platform that you laid out there. Certainly, new is nice. That's always my preference. If I can find a firearm that I'm looking for, brand new at a price point that I can afford, that's the direction that I would go. And I think most folks probably would. There's a certain amount to be said for new car warranty kind of a deal, with your firearms. However, the big elephant in the room there is the price. And a lot of our, nice firearms are, $1,000 or more. To go buy a nice new Kimber 1911, or nowadays even, maybe I shouldn't say Springfield, but some of those guys, they're getting up there around the 3 zeros after the first one, and that's a lot of long green to lay out. So I've bought a number of firearms secondhand, and generally I don't have a problem with it if I have the opportunity to handle the firearm, field strip it, and look at it. I'm not going to ask somebody to let me tear it all the way down to the 5 screws and look at every little part in the trigger group and whatnot. But I certainly want to look at the innards of it as much as I can and come up with some kind of an estimate about how much use and or abuse that firearm has had. And that's going to help me determine whether or not the price point is legit or not. So, a face-to-face sale, with me against, or not against, but me face-to-face with the current owner of that firearm is what I would like to do if we're going to trade cash for that firearm, because I want to look at it, I want to see it, as opposed to going into a gun shop and he's got one in the case on consignment that belongs to somebody else. And my experience is they often don't want to let you get in there and field strip that gun and take a really close look at it. So I would prefer not to do it that way. Having said that, I did just that very thing this week. I bought an autoloader, a 1911, a Rock Island, in fact, at the local gun shop, because it was in 38 Super, which are just hen's teeth. You can't find them. There's only 2 38 Supers that are legit in California right now, and that's the Kimber Commander and the Rock Island full-size 1911. And I have the Kimber, and so this used Rock Island and 38 Super showed up, and I bought it. And I've got it taken apart and looked at it, and it needs some spit shining, but other than that, it's in pretty good condition. So I'm not really opposed to it, particularly if it's a firearm that I'm reasonably familiar with. If it was a gun that I didn't know anything at all about, that I was drooling over because I heard and saw Gene's videos on it, I go, ooh, that looks neat, but I'd never had one in my hands before. I don't know whether I'd be comfortable buying a used one because I don't know anything about it. So that's kind of my thoughts, and I would carry that thought line across revolvers, autoloaders, rifles, shotguns. To me, those considerations would apply across the board.
Yeah. And I mean, the way it is now, or sometimes, I mean, you can get a new one, and it's not like driving a new car off the dealership. You're not going to lose that 30% value right off the bat, So, that's always something to consider. So,
Yeah, it
Gene, what's your thoughts on this, buddy?
Well, Walter, you got to bring Gene into it.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Jeez.
You are the guru.
Oh God. Oh, I wish I was. What's my thoughts on it? Well, the climate these days, has anyone else noticed the used gun case growing much larger now? When I go to my LGSs, the used gun kit, they don't have enough room for the used guns coming in. My one
There's
local,
no new ones.
my one local that I've got a very, very nice long thing in the back room there. I was talking to the guy, Josh, and I said, well, what else you got used? He said, you want to see the back room? I said, yeah. I walked back there and there were just stacks of cases and bags and boxes. He said, we don't have enough room to put them out.
Wow.
So I think going with the used firearm these days is a sure bet, because of all the panic buying through the Kung Flu period.
Yeah.
They don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
So they're selling them. They're trading them in. They're just getting them out of their possession. So I think going in the used market now is ultra viable. Ultra viable. I'm not opposed to buying new or used. Like Walter was saying, it's a matter of looking at it, inspecting it. You know, on the first couple glances, if you're avid with these things, you can visually inspect it and make a judgment call pretty much immediately on the holster wear, on the handling of it. You know, because people are people. People wear rings. You know, people wear other jewelry. People put it in their pocket. Is it dusty? Is it linty? Are there scratch marks on the slides? Are there, is the mark around the cylinder heavy? So a quick visual inspection can tell you a lot about it without even having to tear it down. I look at a lot of used ones. I visually inspect it and I lay it back on the counter. No, thank you. That's been abused. That's been abused. I don't even want to field strip it. But I do not deal with any LGS that will not let me field strip a firearm. If you won't let me field strip a used firearm to look at the internals, I'm not coming back to your shop, man. I'm sorry. We're done. You have to be transparent at this point. If you want to sell this item, it's like buying a used car. You're going to take it for a test drive. You're going to open the hood. You're going to, if it's possible on an older model, you're going to sniff the tranny fluid.
Yeah.
You're going to look at the oil. You're going to climb underneath of it. You're going to look at things. If they just put it out there and go, oh, you can't go near it. Can't open the door, but we want you to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm not going back. That's it. Our business has concluded.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to buying anything used unless it comes to underwear and Speedos, because I don't know, Bubba may have.
Hey man,
Speedos.
when people are down and out, the Salvation Army is a good place.
All right. Well, Mac, man, what you got to say about this, buddy?
I buy both. I'll buy new and I'll buy used. But I tend to buy used now. You have to pay more from a gun store. Just for the simple reason is when they take them in, they run the serial number and they check that firearm. If you buy used on the street, you don't know any history of it. And it's a huge gamble. You can always take the serial number and get it checked. But if you bought that gun and you throw a serial number into the gun shop, they check it and it comes back stolen. You lose the gun, you lose your money. So I tend not to buy used privately anymore unless I really know the people. I have to pay a bit more through the gun store. I know that, but it's peace of mind for me. It's the last thing I want to do is have a gun on me, go shoot into the desert one day. Somebody comes up, takes it, pulls it, and it's been involved in something. And It's
Yeah.
just a mess. So I just don't want to be in that situation.
Here in California, that's what we call a private party transfer, or PPT, when you buy a used gun, and they have to go through an FFL. We can't just trade on the street. Yeah, and it goes, the firearm is serial number is sent to our Department of Justice, as is all your information to see if you're a legit, person that's eligible to buy a firearm in the first place. The same rules apply as for a new firearm, and you got to pay the fees and all other kind of stuff too. So
See, over here, you don't. Or I can talk to somebody on the phone, meet them in Walmart car park. I don't even have to ask to see the driving license. He doesn't have to see mine. I always do, and I'll always ask for his, and I will show him mine when I have in the past bought things over like that. And you just do it in a car park. You've done it in a gas station. I bought a shotgun in a gas station, handed it over, and there's a copper in there filling his tank up and looking at us, and we're doing a trade right in front of the copper. And there's nothing they can do because it's just a private sale. But it's just those days. I tend to stay away from it now. I've gone to the point now where it's just not worth it for me.
Yeah. Okay, Jamie. What do you got to say about this, bud?
Well, I'm kind of at the different end of the spectrum from MacMan. I'd rather buy private sales from an individual that I know and I trust the gun. Most of the guns that I buy, though, from my friends are guns that I have shot. Not just know the history of, but I've actually had them out, shot them.
That's different, that is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. These gun trader magazines. Look, guys, if you're going to go look at a used revolver, you need to brush yourself up on what you need to look for when you're buying that revolver. You need to be able to inspect it, and a dealer that's reputable won't have a problem with you dry firing the gun to test the trigger and stuff like that. You need to check your in play, your lockup. You need to check to make sure the crane shaft is straight. There's so much to do to revolvers especially. Know the type of gun you're going to look at, but there's been a couple comments in the side chat, particularly Steve and Tommy Boy. It's like they're saying that what they're seeing in their area is the used gun prices are not a whole lot less than the brand new. But so much of the time that brand new gun's not available. So you have a choice of waiting for Ruger or Smith & Wesson or whoever to make another batch of them and hope your dealer gets one. A lot of times we have to make these decisions at the time that we see it. When's the best time to buy? Well, when it's right there in front of you. But don't, at the same time, you got to balance that with making a rash, hurried decision. So do your homework. Always take feeler gauges with you for a revolver, Steve. You want to check that cylinder gap between the forcing cone and the cylinder. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't mind buying a used gun because there's most anything, not everything, but most things can be fixed. Where you get into trouble is buying a revolver that's not locking up. Some people would say it's out of time. That's not what I call out of time. But definitely the bolt's worn. The cylinder's probably worn. So, in other words, if you pull the trigger on the gun and you reach up and try to turn the cylinder, you won't know more than about 2 thousandths play right there. That's lockup. And of course, AR-15s, why buy a used AR-15 when you can build one better and cheaper than what most folks are going to buy. Of course, we've already had this discussion. But then there's this world of milsurp rifles where you're actually collecting history. Yeah, and that stuff is going to go. You can't buy that stuff new. So, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, 100%. All righty. Well, thank you, Jamie. Gary, what's your opinions on this, buddy?
Well, I've done quite a few used guns in my time. I've bought them back when I used to have an FFL in the city I lived in. I trusted him. I did a lot of business with him, and he'd recommend certain things. And I bought a few. There have been one or two that I've bought off Gunbroker, which everybody's talking about. Let's say an older model gun they don't sell anymore, but kind of a rare thing, like a third gen Smith. I bought one of those. You can't buy new ones anymore. So yeah, not so much at gun shows. I bought a shotgun at a gun show one time, but that's about it. But I'm not afraid of it if it's a good deal. Now, I'm kind of with everybody else. I have seen used guns that you can go look at the new one. There's only $50. That's a thing. $50 difference. It's like, why would I do that when I can go have a brand new one I don't have to worry about? So it depends on the deal. You kind of got to know what you're getting into. Have an idea what the thing's worth, stuff like that. But yeah, I have done it half a dozen times or so and been happy with all of them. So I think as long as you're careful, and it's like everybody said, if you got to know what you're looking for, make sure it's in decent shape and stuff like that. Look it over. And, but yeah, sometimes you can get a good deal with a used gun. And a lot of the things I have in my safe and I'm the most proud of are used guns. So yeah, not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a used gun may come with some of the upgrades that you would put on anyway at a later time at a considerably higher expense. So that can be a player too. How much additional stuff is this used gun got on? It's got some better sights, got better magazines, or more magazines, or maybe it only comes with one and a new one comes with three. And magazines these days are $40. So those kinds of things you got to take into a little bit of consideration with your sale price as well.
The worst thing that might happen is you have a little bit of holster wear, which means somebody loved it a little bit, or
Yeah.
stuff like that. That doesn't bother me. That means at least the thing worked probably if somebody was carrying it. So
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm carrying it, it's going to get holster wear, so I ain't too worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew it worked once.
Kind of kick
So,
tires, huh?
so if it worked once, it ought to work. You ought to be able to make it work again, right?
Well, it ought to. Let's put it that way. I've never been
Yeah.
hit yet. That doesn't mean it couldn't happen. But
Right.
I've had new guns that didn't run when I bought them too. So
Yeah. All right, Mark. So, what do you think, buddy? Mark, what's your opinion on this, buddy?
Sorry, I was muted.
That's okay.
What was the topic?
Uh,
I stepped away for a few
yeah,
minutes.
no, that's fine. So, your thoughts on buying new versus used guns,
Oh, I
like
buy a lot
all
of used.
across the board.
Yeah,
Shotguns, pistols.
I buy a lot of used stuff. I'm not afraid to take a chance. I'm not afraid to take something that I might need to work on. And well, that 44 that I picked up the other day, it's not pretty. I didn't show it up close. It's probably going to need some refinishing, probably some new grips, but it's a good solid gun. I checked lockup, I checked end play, it's good. So that was a good purchase for me for the price that was fair. That I have no problem with used stuff. New stuff, I'm going to be a lot more particular about. That if it's got some flaws in it, anything that doesn't look right, doesn't look tight, I'm going to pass.
Yeah. Yeah, alrighty. Well, thanks for that, Mark. So, Elliot, AR Guns 1776, buddy. What's your thought on this?
It's fine, especially if you know guns. I bought used revolvers, no problem. 629, I bought probably made in the 80s. I bought it in 1980. It was like brand new. I don't carry feeler gauges, but I will look at that gap. I've always did that. I'll hold it up to a light and I'll check the cylinder play and all that, and the wear around the cylinder. And I've bought semi-autos and been lucky. I've bought shotguns used and been lucky, but I check them out. So definitely. And semi-autos, you probably should be a little more cautious, I would think. But revolvers, I kind of know how to check them out because I grew up with revolvers.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing wrong with it.
All right. So, Bubba, what's your thoughts on this, trailer?
Honestly, my thoughts are about, well, considering the fact of how my channel runs and what I do on my channel, used guns are pretty much a staple for me just because, I like to try to show off cheap guns and stuff like that. But as far as like buying a used gun and stuff, it's probably a culmination of what everybody has said. I have to inspect it. If I can't inspect it, I'm not going to get it. Even with new guns, I'll do the same thing with new guns. So I mean, it's really the same thing all around for me. If as long as I can inspect it, I don't have a problem buying a used gun. If I buy from a personal friend, again, I'll still inspect it or whatever, but it has to be somebody that I know. Like it can't be like somebody that I just randomly met on the street or some crap like that. Like I'm not going to do that, but
Yeah.
but like I buy a lot of stuff from pawn shops too, so it doesn't really bother me too much. And the pawn shop that I usually buy from, I'm good friends with the owner, and he usually lets me check all the way down to springs and the trigger group and all that stuff. So if like I said, if I can't inspect it for a used gun, I'm not going to get it. Same thing with a new gun. Most of the time, except for a couple things that I've ordered and had sent to me. But usually, I'll inspect the gun and stuff. I'm not going to like walk up to somebody like, "Hey, I got this gun here," and opens up his jacket. And there's like 30 guns lined in this coat. Like, I'm not going to do that. But I don't think there's really a problem with it. And like, what was it? Gary said. He said, it depends on how much less of a price. Like if you're only getting like $50 off, what's the point of doing that when you can just buy the new one? $50 is just like wait an extra paycheck and then just get a new one.
All right.
So
not to interrupt you real quick, Bubba. Steve's woodworking in Homestead. He's asking if somebody put out the way I understand it, somebody put out some links for the people on the panel. Is what I think I see there. So anyway,
it's all good. I was done. Like,
well, so for me, I mean, I bought both. I have a couple friends. They're the type they'll go out and buy a gun. They'll shoot it, 20, 30, 50 rounds. I mean, I know them personally. They'll put it back up and not shoot it again for like 2 or 3 years, And then something else comes out and they're wanting to buy something new again, and they will price that particular gun or whatever for a good price. So I always try to jump on that. I know the person, I know pretty much how much time they spend shooting, and which is not, a whole lot. You know, um, and like you guys have all said, when you're looking at that particular gun, I was looking for another Remington 870, but I wanted a 30-inch barrel, which you can't find. It's impossible. You can't buy a new one. Or at least from what I've found, been looking for 12 gauge shotgun. I love those shotguns. I shoot a lot of trap and stuff. I did buy one at a gun show, and it looked good. Everything seemed to check out good. I bought it. I've been totally happy with it. I got a really good price on it. Matter of fact, I could have sold it 4 times before I got out of the gun show. One of those deals. And so, I mean, I'm not opposed to buying used either, but something about when you buy that new one, you get to do those first shots, and there's something special about that. It feels like, getting to do that, break in or whatever with it. And so I enjoy both, man. I'm always looking for a bargain, but then, also it's a joy for me to find a good bargain, use a good gun, and also as much as it is, getting to open that brand new gun, regardless of, pistol, rifle, whatever. So anyway, a lot of great comments here in the side chat and in the panel. So, man, I just want to thank you guys. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway here, and then we still got another topic or so that we can go to for people wanting to stay just a little bit later. But everybody wants to have a good giveaway. So Bubba, you still want to do yours also?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay, all righty. Well, I will go ahead, and for everybody that's in the side chat and on the panel, if you want to get in tonight's giveaway, go ahead and hurry up and get your hashtag HBN20. HBNs for Hillbilly Nation. And so make sure you get those in real quick, and I will show you what we're giving away tonight. So this is the knife I've been giving away quite a bit here on this channel. It's kind of more of a combination type knife. It's not like your real high dollar knife. It is all metal. I mean, it's good solid knife. Got belt clip on here. It's got a straight edge and a serrated edge here. It's got a bottle opener. It has a flashlight that pulls out. If I ain't run the batteries down on this thing, yeah, I think I probably have, showing it so many times on here. And it actually comes with an extra set of batteries. I need to put those in. It's got a little magnet on the back of it, which actually come in handy. See, it's got a fire starter on here, got a glass breaker, a seatbelt cutter, or a rope cutter. Works good for both. And pretty good little solid knife. Something, I mean, we keep them in the console of our vehicles. I keep one in the range bag. It's just something good to have around. Nothing super special, but I mean, so far everybody that's got them, has just appreciated them, and it is what it is, and it's a pretty decent little knife. So anyway, we will get the giveaway screen pulled up here. And they do actually come in 4 colors. So if you win, you need to email me. see. Let me go ahead and put up my email. You need to email me right here and let me know what color you'd like. We have, see, they have red, green, black, and blue. So, I mean, everybody's, it's been about equal on the colors. When people choose them, it's been about equal all the way around the board, So, anyway, see, I see we had a couple last ones in here. So, anyway, let's go ahead and we'll wind this thing up and we'll give her a spin, fellers. We got 21 entries. Let's spin this baby. See who wins tonight. Round and round it goes. Oh, it stopped there for a second. I thought I was picking a winner. Elliot.
Hey. Oh, wow.
Hey, I've never
Congratulations,
seen it
Elliot.
like that twice.
Third time I've ever won something on YouTube.
All right. Well, congratulations, Elliot.
Cool.
So, well, you have my email, so just pick out a color and
It was rigged. Yeah,
You
cool.
sent some White Claw, didn't you, Elliot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to bail out, but before I go, I gotta tell y'all something. Y'all were pretty shocked at the knife I won from Hillbilly Up. This one.
Oh, yeah.
So
Big one.
got
my
that
wife
one. Got that one in Texas.
yeah, my wife said I should get a smaller one, so I went with one. Y'all remember those old 3-blade pocket knives that your granddad used to carry? And
Mhm.
so I went with that. I went with one of those. Let's see.
Oh, my
It's got- you remember that long blade that it's got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It's still,
it's got that blade too.
yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
If you ever carried that to a knife fight, you'd freak somebody out.
Yeah.
Try
That's
not
for
to do
castrating
that.
elephants.
Y'all
That's
know
what I carry in my Speedo.
Yeah, y'all know what this. Never mind, I ain't doing that to you.
You're supposed to carry it in the front, Bubba. You're supposed to put it in the front.
You can put it in the back.
This shaped blade. Do you guys know what this is for? Don't say
It's
it. On
castrating
I do.
blade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
I tell you what, Jamie, you walk on the barn lot with that, man. Even the bulls are going to break the fence getting out of there.
Yeah, the hogs are just going to lay down and die, but this is the blade that typically they used for skinning. But yeah, 3-blade. This is made by Heritage. So anyway, just wanted y'all to see what kind of stuff Hillbilly was capable of sending out there. So,
Jamie,
man,
I got the Uncle Henry in the same version, buddy.
Yeah,
My everyday carry for my grandfather.
those are so cool. But you got to wear overalls to be able to carry one of those, don't you? And y'all can think or say what you want about overalls, but there's no such thing as plumber's crack with a pair of overalls.
Ooh, that's solid.
You need to go see a doctor if you got plumber's crack on overalls.
Good night, guys. Thanks for having me. Y'all are a blast.
Jamie,
Jamie.
you got anything
See you
you want to
soon,
plug
buddy.
on the channel
Good
before you
night, Jamie.
jump out of here real quick, buddy?
I just want to say thanks for all the videos and check us out on Friday nights, Georgia Shooting Connection, 8:00.
All right. Well, make
Walter
sure.
will be there. Gene will be there. Gene will be there. Good night,
Be
fellas.
there.
Night, man.
Good night, Jamie. Thank you, buddy.
I gotta follow
All
suit,
right.
Hillbilly. I gotta get to bed. My eyes are getting heavy.
Night, Gene.
Totally
It's been a really
understand
It's been a really good chat. Had some good subject matter, good conversation. It's always a pleasure being here. Always have a good time.
Well, thank you so much, Gene, for jumping on here. I really do appreciate it very much, honestly, buddy. You want to go ahead and plug your channel, buddy, before you got to jump off here.
Would you like that with a jewel or just plain silver? No. Let's see. Yeah, check me out on Reloading from the Hot Pot. Definitely check out JH586, Georgia Shooting Connection, on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Check out Chris from the 740 on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. And if the Scotsman can get it together on Sunday nights at 7 p.m., we have Foreign and Domestic. And I'm very privileged to be on these chats. I'm very honored. It's very humbling. It's very humbling to be a part of this great family, tribe, community, brotherhood, sisterhood we have.
Oh, man, I'm so glad to have you here, Gene. I appreciate you, buddy. Very much. Thank you for jumping on. I really do appreciate it.
All right.
Man.
But my final words, I'm going to say, Papa, mile, mile.
There you go. All right, Gene. Thank you, buddy.
Good night, Gene.
All righty. Well, you guys are going to be excited because Bubba, he had a subscriber giveaway, and he said Tim S won everything, he wins everything. So Bubba is gracious enough to give away another knife, right, Bubba?
Yep.
And so let me blow you up here, and then wait for you. It's going to be a new hashtag. So I got a new hashtag ready. It's all set up. So wait till I let you know what it is, guys, and then you can type in the new hashtag. So you want to tell us about that, Bubba, and what your giveaway was about and everything?
Yeah, well, I had a 150 subscriber giveaway, and like I said, Tim S won. Technical Flood won too, and then I had a third person, Guillaume Barnaby. I figured out how to pronounce his name. He told me how to pronounce his name. So his name is Guillaume, and I never would have guessed that in a million years. Actually having some trouble sending to him because he lives in Canada. So we're trying to find another knife to send to him because this company will not send to Canada. So unfortunately, if you live in Canada, I can't send you this. But this is also made by Albatross. It is the same knife company that makes the ones that Hillbilly Up gives away, but this is their Karambit Raptor Claw. And it is very nice. It is made out of 440 steel, like all of it's 440 steel. There's no plastic on this whatsoever at all. And it's really durable. This is the Cosmic Purple. And I got two of these. I got one for myself, and then I got one for my mother for Mother's Day because she's not your typical mother. She does not like jewels and flowers or anything like that. She prefers knives. If that tells you anything about my childhood. Anyway, but yeah, it comes in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5 different colors. No, 4. So you got the Cosmic Purple, you got the Sapphire Blue, which is the one I carry, which I don't have it on me right now for some reason. I think I might have it in my EDC bag in my car. It comes in Damascus steel forged look. It comes in a kind of like a chameleon rainbow look for the blade, and it also comes in black with red accents on it. So this right here and the nut here is red, and the rest of the blade is black. They're very, very nice knives. The Cosmic Purple is a vinyl. The rest of them are just like a Parkerized kind of deal, or Cerakote, whatever you want to call it. But they're very nice. They're extremely sharp, so watch yourself with these. They got that nice little loop there, and they're just a really good EDC knife to carry. And I actually prefer it. They also have the Liberty handle on the back, so it's not like a utility knife like Hillbilly gives away, but for what they are and how they function pretty good. So, giving one of those away.
All right, buddy. So I picked a hashtag that I thought you would appreciate.
All
so
right.
if you want to, okay, I'm already cracking up.
What did you do? Look, we've already had the Speedo conversation already. Like,
So if you want
I'm just
to
running
win
home with that. I mean, you can give
Bubba's
me more
Knife,
trouble.
then type in hashtag Speedo.
Oh my god. It's like a flood of Speedos in the comment section after this. Oh my god!
So, Bubba, won't you call these out as these Speedos come through here? Because we
How
have
about
some new
call
people
out the
jump
Speedos?
on.
We'll call out the Speedos.
Call out the
All right.
Speedos.
You have to imagine everybody the Speedo now. This is horrifying. Gizzard Gary, Garage Guy 879, 2 Live Moo, Viejo, Macman 039 Reloading, AR Gun 1776, G23, GGW Outdoors, Steve's Woodworking and Homestead, MCK, Tactical Foot, Tactical. What? Why? You just want different colors. He wants different colors. He won one. All right. Bearded Lunchbox, Michael Stan, Tommy Boy, Info Bros, R4 Mississippi Thunder, Alaska One Andy, and Boomstick Revenge. Do not say that, G23. Do not say that.
There you go.
Tim S., which Tim S. has entered it. He's going to win it again. He's going to win again. Although he did say the one he won on my channel is going to go to CW. So as soon as CW hits me up.
So you're going to let him in this giveaway?
Yeah, I am. You know what? And again, if he wins again, or Tactical Foot wins again, we'll roll again and still send one out to either one of them if they win, and we'll just roll again.
All right, baby. Bubba, that's very generous of you, bud. All right.
God.
So make sure you get that hashtag Speedo so you can win one of these knives. And so you can still listen to the front and the rear, Bubba, if you win one of these and you're wearing a Speedo.
Yeah, shut up. I can't do a video of me in a Speedo. I get arrested in a heartbeat. Are you kidding? That'd be the first time YouTube is like, listen, we don't like people making fun of fat people, but son, you fat.
You be in jail with Walter.
You're suspended. You got 2 strikes just for that.
I used to go to the gym somewhere near a town here, and there used to be about an 80-year-old guy coming there in Speedos. I ain't kidding you. Everybody go, oh, God.
You know what? I've always said that in some of my like BM videos, which most of this has been taken down now. But like anytime I ever did a newscast, I'd always have like a button-up shirt on or something. And I would always say the best part about these videos is you guys don't know whether or not I'm wearing pants.
Well,
I swore one day I was going to stand up in like I swore one day I was going to stand up in like a giant diaper.
You wear pants? I don't ever wear pants in a stream, man.
I knew I wasn't the only one, but it takes away the mystery. Stand up, just like shh. I like my pajamas, man. My grandfather calls them old people pants, is what he calls them, and he's 84, and he calls them old people pants. And, I'm just like, I have no problem with you calling them that. These things are comfortable. I don't give a dang. I'm 34 years old, and I've already started wearing. Jesus God.
All right, Bubba. So let me know. You ready to spin this wheel or what?
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
All right. Well, if you just jumped on, make sure you type in hashtag Speedo. And we'll take Bubbalicious too, I guess.
Oh my God.
And we'll spin this wheel here and see who wins the knife that Bubba's so graciously giving away, guys.
Wow.
All right, we got a round up here, and let's see who wins.
Oh, God.
My God.
Is it
You know what? Spin it again. Spin it again. AR
I told you it's rigged.
In honor of AR winning twice, spin it one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll do another one just because of that.
Yeah. you been hugging on Tim S or what, Elliot?
Boy, I got some good luck tonight, haven't I?
Yeah,
Wow.
He
you
gave
did.
you rub off in a Speedo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we got another entry there. So Big
Trip.
P got his in there. So you're in for the next one, Big P. Let's spin this baby again.
I'll have one to crack the glass and one to get in a fight with. Not me again.
Garage
Garage
guy. All
Congrats.
Nice.
All right.
Congratulations.
Guy and Elliot. Elliot's got my email. If you guys don't have my email, I think I posted it earlier, but I'll post it again. Hold on.
Did you get Tim S did Bubblicious, so
Oh my God! Stop it!
so hey,
Wow,
I'm
there
gonna
was
write
a lot of
those down.
stuff.
I'm gonna
toward
write those
me.
down too, Bubba. So we got Garage Guy and AR on those.
How many different versions you got, Bubba?
I
that
think
one?
there's five. I
Five?
think there's five of them. There's the rainbow one. Was kind of like a chameleon barrel look. That kind of color coding or whatever. Kind of like a nice shine to it.
Mhm.
There's blue sapphire, which is like a metallic, kind of like a metallic paint job on a car finish type deal, or a Cerakote, whatever you want to call it. Very, very shiny. There's the Damascus steel look. There's the black with red accents look, and then there's the cosmic purple.
All right. Hey, I
Okay.
believe Mark's got to jump off here. So
Yeah, I'm gonna sign
Mark,
out.
you
Good
want
night,
to
all.
plug your channel, buddy, real quick?
Night, Mark.
Yeah, not too much. I mean, if you want to come over and check it out, check it out. Me and my son do.
Mark's like, I ain't twisting nobody's arm.
Nope.
I always
Well,
help.
Mark, thank
I
you
hate.
so much for
Oh, never mind. I
hopping
hate
on,
promoting my
buddy.
channel.
Really do appreciate it.
Night, Mark.
Thanks for having me. It's bedtime. Been a long day, and we're gonna try to get up early tomorrow. So good night, all.
Night.
Good night,
All
Mark.
right, buddy. We'll see you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good evening, buddy. So I guess I can take that banner down now. YouTube might
It's not going to be my fault neither. I never once mentioned the Speedo until Jamie said it. So honestly, it's Jamie's fault.
Yeah. So we're going to go on for a few more minutes here with next topic. If anybody's got to leave, let me know here, and you can jump right. We'll let you plug your channel and jump right on off. Otherwise, the next topic, and we'll be starting with you, Walter. So I thought this would be kind of fun. So, Walter, what's your favorite type of footwork? Like, you like boots, you like shoes,
Yeah, good question. So it's going to be kind of like the firearms thing. Depends on what the activity for the day is. I do a lot of hiking, so I go through a lot of hiking boots. I put 1,000 miles on a pair of hiking boots every year. So I do go through those, and I also I'm a streetwalker too. That's my side business. But so I wear sneaker type shoe for that, walking shoes. Don't wear cowboy boots anymore. Even when I was cowboying, I never wore Western style boots because I got a foot with a real high instep, and after the end of a whole day of doing groundwork or mounted work, whichever it was, my feet would be all hot and sweaty, and I'd end up cutting more pair of boots off my feet than was worth telling about. So I wore a lot of lace-up boots for that. I got a lot of laughs for doing that, but it is what it is. But yeah, I prefer boots. Motorcycle riding, all that kind of stuff. I like something up over my ankle that's gonna, protect me and do the job. Something with a good lug sole on it is what I like to wear when I'm hiking. So depends on the activity of the day. You know, I can't say that I would wear, you know, a pair of boots to church, and I can't say I'd, you know, wear sneakers to go hiking in. It just depends on what the activity is. So when I'm kayaking, I'm barefoot. So don't wear anything there.
Yeah. 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 I totally agree with you on every bit of that, buddy. So, all right, Gary. What's your favorite footwear?
Footwear.
Yeah.
It's getting late.
Footwork. Oh man.
When I'm out and about, usually a pair of Skechers.
All right.
I don't own any boots anymore, and I don't own Crocs either. I do have a pair of Hey Dudes that I wear occasionally, but I usually wear them around the house and stuff like that. They are comfy, but most of the time I wear my Skechers.
Crocs bought Hey Dudes.
Did they really?
Yep. Sure did.
I like Hey Dudes.
Yeah.
I know that makes me a weirdo, but that's that. I'll be a weirdo.
So, alrighty. Well, we'll go on to Bubba then, and I know Bubba, probably you're like me. You like wear the Uggs.
All right, so I'm self-conscious when I wear a Speedo, so I wear hooker boots.
You wore
Self-conscious about my
Birkenstocks.
past, I wear hooker boots when I wear a Speedo.
Birkenstocks with a Speedo, definitely.
No, I usually wear like Timberland boots or sometimes Survivors. I usually like to go for cheap rides for boots and stuff like that. So like when I'm working and stuff, I got to wear steel toes, and Timberland and Survivors usually have the more comfortable ones. And they make them in my side because I wear a 4E wide for my shoes, and I wear like 15, 16. So I got big feet. Matter of fact, I've been mistaken for Bigfoot a couple times. But
also, people have to remember you're what, 6'4"?
I am 6'4".
Yeah. So,
and for shoes, I got a pair of Under Armour shoes that I wear, but I used to wear New Balance. But Under Armour started making them in 4E wide, so I was able to wear Under Armour now. I do like them. I think they're very comfortable. I've never liked Crocs or flip flops, despite what Boomstick is saying. I've never worn Crocs because my foot can't fit in any of them. They don't make the 4E wide. They don't make it wide enough for their 4E wide. I'll just put it that way. And for flip flops, same thing. My foot's usually like halfway off, so I usually end up breaking through them anyway. So I just don't wear them. But yeah, it's usually going to be some boots or some Under Armour shoes.
all righty. All right.
And the hooker boots. And the hooker boots, yeah.
And hooker boots. All right. So, Elliot, what's your choice of footwear? You know,
when I was young, I wore the sand. They call them, I forget what they were. Gravedigger boots that was on Abbey Road that Georgia Harrison used to wear when he was walking across the street. I used to buy them all the time in the late 70s and even mid 70s. Past 20, probably, over 20, 30 years, I buy Reebok Club C. And dress shoes, I wear all leather bottoms, everything where it's really slippery. I like that. And I have wore Beetle type boots or Elvis type boots with the zipper, all that back a while back. But I got a whole bunch of leather dress shoes back there now with those little inserts in there, that keeps them stretched. I got all those done. And but mainly the tennis shoes. I buy them about every 12 months from Amazon now because I can get them on there pretty quick. And when they get where they wear out a little bit, when I walk the neighborhood, try to walk every day, I just set them aside, use them for the grass or, to work in the yard. And then I order another pair. Club C. Them things have been around since the 1980s. Maybe longer, actually.
I do the same thing with my tanning runners, Elliot. When the sole starts to get a little thin or whatnot, the oldest pair goes in the trash. Then that pair that was getting a little thin becomes the S word boots. Shoes. I call them the boots, and that's for my yard working and stuff. And then I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Go buy a new pair, and that's my walking shoes and my everyday shoes till they get. And so we just kind of keep rotating them through.
Yeah, I don't even try to walk my dog in the yard with my new white. These are white tennis shoes, and they're horrible when you cut grass and walk through it. Looks like crap.
Oh boy!
So I have to change into my old Reeboks to go do the yard work and take the dog out. So
Garage guys said they're try some Jim
Gene Simmons boots.
Simmons boots there. So
I used to wear back in the 80s. I used to wear a gray. They call them jazz shoes, dance shoes. Man, that was the most comfortable leather shoes I've ever worn in my life. They were kind of like from Europe, styled. Man, them things were light, very, very thin leather bottom. But you could dance in them easy. And if you didn't want you'd go to a bar, you'd get out, you'd slip right there if it was damp a little bit on the ground. I mean, you'd bust your butt. And I was always real careful with those shoes.
Yeah. All right. So, Mike Man, what's your preferred choice of footwear?
Mainly Skechers, because I got a wide foot and I struggle to find shoes to fit me. So all my sort of work shoes, trainers or whatever you want to call them, are all Skechers. I wear Dana boots then for hunting. I got a pair that come halfway up my shins. They're like 12, 14 inches high, so they protect all your ankle. If there's any snakes about, you've got a good boot that comes halfway up your leg. And then I got a pair of Danas, like just ankle boots that I'll go if I do some fishing or if I'm going out on the side-by-side, just a smaller boot, but more of an ankle boot. So I basically wear the Danas for all my outdoor work, hunting and all that, and then Skechers for everything else.
I do have some hunting boots, camo. This waterproof I wear when I go hunting or camping. So I forgot to mention that. Too much info.
Yeah. And, I think, I got several different, shoes for what I'm doing. I do have some Crocs that I'll wear out to the pool and just, go outside, to take, dogs out or, just mess around outside for a little bit. But, I like a good comfortable shoe. Everybody's named a lot of great brands and everything. I always keep a nice pair of Rocky Gore-Tex boots for the winter. Of course, they're lace up, but I mean, if anybody's ever had Gore-Tex, a good set of Gore-Tex boots, they're worth the money. Your feet don't get cold. They don't get wet. I know back in the day, going fishing, I wore a pair of the Rocky slip-on. They're like cowboy boots, and, they come up pretty high on the leg, and you go out, as long as water, didn't cover the top of them, your feet never got wet. So I really, really like Gore-Tex. I had a friend tell me that now they're making Gore-Tex tennis shoes. So that might be something that I will be checking into in the near future. Working, doing excavating, all that, a lot of times it's just, a good lace up boot, or, cowboy type work boot. Lots of good brands out there. I love cowboy boots. I mean, that's just, something that I've always liked. After I broke my ankle really bad, I just can't get them in and out of cowboy boots anymore. I mean, I love them. To me, you break in a good pair of, that style of boots. square toes, pointed toe, you know, excuse me, whatever case might be. I like the lower cowboy boots, slip on to go out and, feed farm animals or whatever. I really did like them, but after I broke my ankle, I just cannot get my ankle to bend and get in and out of them. But I'll wear, sometimes even some sandals or flip flops, but I think a lot of it. I had a guy tell me a long time ago, he's like, 2 things you really need that, you should not spend less money on. He said, that's a good pair of shoes and a good mattress. He said, because when you're working, you need to be comfortable. When you go to bed, you need to get your rest. So he told me, this is years ago, don't ever slouch on shoes or a mattress, because those are 2 things you need in your life, and that's really worked out good for me over the years. So
There's a couple of outfits that make side zip cowboy boots.
Oh yeah.
Easier to get in and out of.
Tico's, Tesco's, Tico's. I can't pronounce the name. They're online. They got them. Roper.
Maybe Tacoma, something like that.
Well,
something.
Yeah, your Ropers are most usually the lace up cowboy boots. I do still wear some Ropers every now and then. And actually I had a pair of Ropers on when I broke my ankle. Thank goodness, because otherwise they would have had to cut my boot off. And
these are made in Texas, I think, the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, I really should probably give me a good pair of side zip cowboy boots. I like the arch for my feet and everything, except for I always had to find the double E or whatever, extra wide, but still.
I don't like the thick heel. The thick heel on cowboy boots. I tend to go for the more cowboy boots with a little bit thinner heel. If I do.
Walker heel compared to a Dogger heel.
Yeah, I can't handle those tall heels. Boy.
So I did not hear anybody say anything about Velcro. Jeez. So we're not quite old enough that we're all needing Velcro. Okay.
I always told myself if I'm too fat to bend over and tie my shoelaces, I need to go to the gym.
I used to have a pair of Velcro shoes. My daughter always made fun of me, said, "You're wearing old man shoes." Of course, now I've got the kind with the stretch laces, and I can just slip them on and off.
My great-grandson a few months ago was wearing Crocs. I looked down and I said, "What are you wearing Crocs for?"
Because it's a Croc.
I won't wear Crocs. Never have.
Never owned a pair of Crocs.
I got
nice. They say they're comfortable.
And they are actually really, really comfortable, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'll wear them out to the swimming pool, or, if I'm just going to go outside for a few minutes or something like that. They're not nice just to slip on. They are very comfortable. But I don't ever put them. They say it's got that little strap, like mine's pushed forward. They say if you put that in the back, that's see what they call that, sport mode. In other words, you're going to be running. And mine don't ever go in sport mode with the strap in the back. Nah, I'm not going to be running unless something's chasing me.
If something's chasing me, I'm not worrying about my shoes.
You're worried about getting that gun and that knife out of that Speedo.
To be honest, if you see me running, you need to run. All right.
Yeah. You don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to be able to outrun Bubba. That's what the saying was.
And if he's chasing you with Speedos on, you're
definitely going to run faster than the bear.
Bear takes one look at that, said, "Let's go after that when he's already been peeled."
As big a guy as I am, big a guy as I am, my friends have told me that I teleport. That I just they can't comprehend. And I'll tell you this story, and I know this is taken away, but I have to tell this story why I'm saying this. I was I used to drink a lot when I was younger, like way younger, like 17 years old. And I got bad jaundice in my liver or whatever, whenever I did it. I drank a whole gallon of vodka one night.
Wow.
And like I said, I was a lot wilder when I was younger. And my doctor made me take laxatives. And one of my buddies was sitting there talking. I went to the bathroom like 70 times that day. I was just like, I don't ever want to take a laxative again. And my buddy was sitting there talking to me. He goes, and my real name's Brent, but everybody's always called me Bubba. So he goes, so Brent, and he turns away because somebody talks to him for like a second. He turns back and I'm gone. I've already ran down to my house and went back in the bathroom by the time he had turned around. And we're like a block up the road. And he, to this day, he swears to God that I just teleport. Because it was just like, so Brent, where'd you go? So apparently, if there's a bathroom that I need to get to, nobody's beating me in speed. And yeah, so I don't I don't do laxatives anymore. Oh.
Guess that's why they call it a Speedo.
Shut up.
I've had a few colonoscopies, so
I've had a couple, yeah.
It's like, you
Oh, I
pray
hate
to
it.
God nobody's in my way if you ever give me a colonoscopy. They have to drain out my
God,
food.
I hate that stuff.
Get out of the way. Don't let
No.
anybody be anywhere near a bathroom. Otherwise, they're going to get ran over. I don't care if the person's in a wheelchair. They're getting ran over. So I will fight a 5-year-old to get to the bathroom. All right.
I hope DM Foss is watching this show, because next thing I see him coming up with a great Photoshop of Bubba in a Speedo.
No. Ain't nobody here want the nightmares.
Oh man. Well, I will give it. So this is what DM Foss did to me for me. I mean, I didn't ask him to. He just sent this to me one day. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
He
I
does
think he
that.
could work this out for you, Bubba. Ain't that hilarious?
You don't do channel names, do you, Hillbilly?
Hillbilly
You just-
Norris.
You just leave our squares blank.
As long as he's got a comment highlighted, it
Yeah,
don't show
if I
the
got a
channel.
comment, then because
I don't see
I
it
look-
anyway, even when you don't. I don't see it.
yeah,
Yeah, if he
it'll show
takes
up.
that comment off the screen, it'll come up.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I appreciate the side chat so much, and it's hard to stop, during everybody's conversation and call out everybody.
That's
And
why I don't
so-
see it, because you got it highlighted a lot. That's why.
I've just had a lot of
so-
people wanting to subscribe to the channels. It's like, yeah, they probably can't even see the names of the people on the screen.
yeah. But I try, when people come on and they comment, I try to highlight them, their comments and everything, so people can read them. And just because the fact that it's so hard to like just stop and
Yeah.
shout out everybody or call, notice their comments and everything. So, but yeah, when it's moving fast, it's hard for me to keep the comments off of there because they're, rolling through great. The side chat's having a blast. And so, but anyway, well, let's go ahead and wind this down. We'll go ahead and start with you, Walter. And you want to shout out your channel and tell a little bit about what you do?
Sure. I'm a shooter, caster, reloader, mostly dealing with handguns. I do a lot of bullet casting. My YouTube channel's suspended for the time being because I'm back in YouTube jail again for another 10 days or so. But all my stuff is up on the Rumble channel. If you go over there to rumble.com and just type in #Moldy Monday, that's been one of my ongoing series. and I'll come up and you can check out my stuff over there. We can do a lot more on Rumble than we can on YouTube as far as the reloading and the bullet casting and so forth. So when I get back, I had to delete like 40 videos off of my current channel last week.
Wow.
And get rid of them before YouTube decided that they were going to cancel this channel. They already did it to me once. They canceled my channel last year and start all over again. So, and it was the same MO. They gave me 2 quick shots, then rested a couple days and came back and found something else and deleted the channel. So this time I deleted all my bad videos, which weren't bad. They were all completely within the guidelines. They're just attacking me for some reason. But anyway, I'll be back in another couple weeks or so, and I've got 2 series going on. The Moldy Monday, where I'm highlighting a new bullet mold, and I cast them up. They're molds that I've never cast before that I've just collected. I got like 100 of them that I've never used, and so I cast them up, get them powder coated, get them sized, and then go shoot them and see how they do. And so we get some casting video and shooting video. And then I started another series that we're calling Henry's and Handguns. So I'm pairing one of my Henry lever guns with a handgun in the same caliber. And we're talking about those firearms and loading up some ammo and go shoot them and shoot the same ammo through both guns. So that's what's going on over my channel. And again, I'll be back at it here on YouTube somehow in another couple of weeks. But meantime, find me on Rumble.
All righty. Well, thank you, Walter. Sure appreciate you being here tonight. I hope you get out of jail soon.
Yeah, me too.
Let us know
Appreciate
if we
being
can
here.
send you anything. And go ahead and go over and check out Vallejo. I always had trouble saying that.
That's close.
I did it first.
How much you got in your canteen account, Walter? I'll help you out.
Go check out Otis's channel. I can say Otis.
V-A-Ho. V-A-Ho.
That's it. Yeah,
Vallejo.
Yeah. I have to break it down. When I started breaking it down, then I realized I could say it.
Well, all right. Well, thank you so much, Walter, for being here. I sure appreciate you, buddy. So, Gary, let's jump on over to you. What you got going on, and you'll tell a little bit about your channel.
Well, I've been on about 6 years now on YouTube. I do some gun reviews, gear reviews, 2A related stuff, pocket knives and stuff like that. But mostly I'm known for doing a live stream every week. And that's on Friday nights. It's called Foul Territory, and that comes on at 9 p.m. Central, the only time zone that matters, of course. And and I do make a promise, 100% promise of no Speedos on my channel. So you got that guarantee from me. I can't make that promise for everybody else on this panel.
Well, thanks a lot, Gary. Sure
You
appreciate
betcha.
you jumping on. And everybody, make sure you go over there to Gary's channel, subscribe. It's a lot of fun. I have a blast on there. He comes on Friday night right after Georgia's Shooting Connection, and it's always so much fun. And then he surprised me there a few Sundays ago. He had a Sunday show for Mother's Day, and that was a lot of fun too. I just got on late, or didn't happen to catch it in time. But
Yeah, that's something I used to do. I did that regular for 3 years and then gave it up at the end of last year. But I thought I'd fire one up for old time's sake since it was a special day. And since, well, be quite honest, I woke up at 6:45 Sunday morning with nothing to do. And I decided, oh, what the heck, A gizzard in a Speedo, boy, that's kind of scary right there. Some people can wear a Speedo and some people can't. That's all I got to say.
Well, I'm not one of those persons.
Not me either.
I guarantee you that. All right, Gary. Well, thanks a lot. You guys go over and check out his channel, subscribe, and appreciate you being on, Gary.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You bet you, buddy. So, Bubba, what do you got to say about your channel? I know you don't like to plug your channel, but anyway, at least tell people what your channel's about.
All right, so like I've said before, I like to test out cheap guns and stuff and cheap builds and see if they run good and stuff of that nature. Just because you want your Second Amendment rights and you can't meet a certain price point, you shouldn't be denied that right. So I like trying to test out cheaper guns and stuff. BR9 is probably on my list of things to get, or at least to try out, see if somebody's got one, because I really don't want another 9mm, but we'll see. If a Blackhawk comes in pretty cheap, I might grab one of those. But I got a project I'm working on. I've been talking to Chris 740 and see what his opinion is, but I bought a bunch of parts, and I'm going to be building a new AR. I don't know whether I'm going to do an AR-10 or I'm going to do an AR-15. Because if I do the 15, I'm going to do 6.5 Grendel or 300 Blackout. And for the 10, it's going to either be 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor. So I'm not 100% sure on what I want to do yet, but we're going to be building that. Not showing it on the channel just because YouTube and their draconian rules. But yeah, that's about it all I'm really going to be doing. And I'm not going to be wearing a Speedo, so everybody's going to be safe. Relatively, because everybody's already got that image in their head, and I pray for your mental health. But also Gizzard Gary also helped me make a new logo for the channel, so I'm going to turn off my cam and let y'all see it.
Nice.
And
Oh yeah,
it's looking pretty good.
Let me blow this up, buddy. Just a second. So everybody can see.
I like it.
I actually really love it. Like it like it was from that doodle from last week, and Gary did a good job on it, and I really appreciate him. It's got my two of my favorite Bible verses have been in my head for the past few years, and it's got my slogan at the bottom, "Keep getting at it," and I just absolutely adore it. Keeping the old logo too, though, just because it's sentimental value, because my friend Hamilton Outdoors actually made that one for me, and I don't really want to get rid of it either. So we're going to keep both, because either way, at the end of the day, I'm still Bubba the Third Eye Blind Triclops.
You bet you, buddy. Man, I like that.
But hopefully get some patches and some stickers made. I'd like to get some of those things made too. But yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah, man, that's sweet, man. Good job, Gary, on that. And
Thanks.
good job designing that, Bubba. That's nice.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, guys, get over to Bubba's channel. Check it out. Do yourself favors, subscribe. And, great channel, great guy. Bubba, I was going to tell you anyhow. I went back and watched that Bubba News or whatever you did.
Oh, you watched the Halloween special? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I know, like, if you get talking about political stuff, that YouTube might not like that. But I love the fact that you were actually talking about other gun channels and this and that. And that was a lot. That was fun. I enjoyed that too, So, man, if you get an opportunity, I thought that news was pretty funny. And, just with, some of the other gun channels in the community and stuff. And so, I hope maybe you can do some more of that. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's originally what the BM News Network was for. One, I just wanted to make a joke just because BM. I had to make a poop joke. It's me. So there had to be a BM movement anyway. And I started originally just to shout out a bunch of people and stuff like that. That's been helping me over the years, and I haven't done another one in a while. And well, for Halloween, as a teaser to anybody watching this right now, as a teaser for the next Halloween, I am going to do another one with a special newscast. I'm going to have my brother dress up as Freddy Krueger. So that's going to be the special guest. If everything lines out properly, it's going to be my brother dressed up as Freddy Krueger, because I don't think I could pull off Freddy Krueger with my weight. But But I do plan on actually redoing the BM News Network stuff that I used to do, and hopefully everybody gets a kick out of it again. I do have fun doing it, and I love giving shout outs to everybody and stuff. And I definitely got some ammunition after today's live cast. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And probably gonna make fun of myself quite a bit at the beginning of it for the intro. So I'll probably map it out whenever I get a chance. So hopefully we can
I
do it.
sure enjoyed that. It was pretty fun because the people you were mentioning are other kind of channels in the community. We knew them, and so you was just having fun, making light, of stuff, and I thought that was really funny. I enjoyed it, and so. But, all righty. Well, appreciate you, Bubba, for being on tonight. So, Elliot, AR Gun 1776. So, you want to tell everybody about your channel and what you got coming up, buddy?
I do Thursday night streams at 9 p.m. most of the time, morning coffees occasionally. I don't do a lot of content, but I'm going to start doing some. I'm going to have AR builds coming up and videos edited on that. May do a 6.5 Grendel in time, but the first one's probably going to be an AR-15. I have other builds, which I'm not going to talk about at this point, but I do have some stuff right here on my bench that you all can probably see right there. That's a Arrow lower, Anderson lower, Arrow upper, and I've got way more, but I won't talk about it, how many. But we need to be free in America again. Which somebody said that in the side chat. You can be free if the leaders can get the courage to act and cut make some cuts in this country. But outside of that, I'm gonna do a short for the giveaway to shout you guys out for the knives too. I appreciate that. That was cool. And
Right.
cool giveaway, especially when you win. It's got to be greater.
Yeah, you better hit me up with your address, man. All right,
I will. But I'm gonna do I'm gonna get into editing and try to get some videos out there of the build. Now I can't show in the video, I'm gonna edit it where I'll tell you somewhat what I'm gonna do, and then you'll see it done. So you won't see me doing it because YouTube is like, I better shut up. Well,
Yeah.
I've said enough.
Yeah, I know like some people's been like doing the video, but then on the like actual showing the build part, they tell them, they can watch that on Rumble or somewhere else,
Yeah.
that allows that.
And I do have believe it or not, all my live streams go to Rumble right now. I've been doing that for probably a year or more.
Yeah.
I never go over there and check them for the most part.
Yeah.
But I need to start doing Rumble more. But great being on here. I enjoyed it.
Man,
thank you for having me on.
Appreciate you, Elliot, being on. Always great to have you on. Always enjoy your shows and everything like that. And so, guys, make sure you get over and check out AR Guns 1776 and do yourself a favor and subscribe. All righty. So, MacMan, we're up to you, buddy. So what you got coming up on your channel, and you tell everybody a little bit about what your channel's about.
Cool. Just a big thanks for having me on tonight. It's been great. It's been a great panel. Good conversation. The side chat's been really good. Great questions coming out. It's been a good show. So my channel, mainly reloading, casting, powder coating. We do reviews. I do a lot of unboxings. I'll go out, do some shooting videos, some hunting videos. And I'm probably a couple of months into doing live streams. So I've been off for 2 weeks. Went on vacation, got sick. So I'm lucky that Elliot was covering my show on a Monday night. So, but I'll be back this Monday, 6 o'clock Arizona time. So I think that's 9 o'clock Eastern. It's normally the whole show lasts just around about an hour. We do a giveaway. And it's normally around a piece of machinery. Something I've got or something we're using. So I haven't decided again. Tomorrow I'll set it up to know what to do Monday night. I dropped 5 videos today, 5 short videos today.
Wow.
And I've started a new series, so it's probably going to run for 5 or 6. It's about loading the 4570. So obviously I bought that new Marlin now, and I want to get into. I'm going to cast some bullets up and load them up, and I've got some Hornady bullets coming as well. So I'm going to do some new cases and some used cases I had from Gene from the Reloading from the Hot Pod. He sent me some cases out, so we're going to do a whole series from start to finish for reloading up to a dummy round, and then taking it out and shooting it. And also I'm going to try, I got a series running on the 9mm cast bullets I did, and the last 2 episodes are going to be when we go to the range, chronograph everything, and when we come back and we look at all the data will be the last one. So I probably got I got 2 series going at the moment, and just dropping as much as I can at the moment just to keep it going.
All righty. Yeah, I enjoy your always enjoy your channel, Mac, man. You got some great series on everything, the Moldy Mondays, all that stuff. I mean, it's
That was different than Moldy Mondays.
Viejo, and then you with your series you have on your reloading and all that stuff. I mean, it's just such a great community, with what everybody shares, and the education that you can actually get, in this community of everybody. I mean, I just appreciate you all so much, because I am not a reloader right now, but I mean, I have a notepad over here. Every time I watch your guys' shows, your lives and everything, man, I'm taking notes. So if I'm out and about and I see this or that, I can grab it. I know what to get, what not to get. And so, I mean, it's great education, that you guys provide, for, all of the community and, people that watch YouTube. So I just, want to really let you guys know I appreciate what you reloaders do for the 2A community. I mean, it's just, just great. And I really do appreciate y'all. And go over and check out MacMan's channel, subscribe, and all these guys on the panel here tonight. The side chat, there's a lot of great people out there on the side chat that has just awesome content. It's so hard to shout them all out. There's so many great ones over there. So when you see, these people, check out their channels, because there's so much great content, for everybody. I mean, from entertainment to educational, it's just great, and I love all you guys, appreciate y'all being here. And so with that being said, we're going to call it an evening. And I just want to say that for everybody, remember God, family, and country, and make somebody's day better, will you? It's so easy to do. And if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you all again. We love you, Hillbilly Nation. Everybody say